Right, good evening. Sorry about that, blimey. What a flipping calamity. Right, I think we're ready. We are game on. Oh, I got my microphone down. We are game on. Finally, I'm absolutely very good. I'm bloody stressed. I don't know. I was making dinner this evening, which is one of the reasons why I was a little bit late. And then, as I was about to start, I started to shut my blinds so that I could have me things set up, me lights and stuff. And one of the blinds broke. One of the stringy things, to pull it. It came off. So I had to spend a few minutes trying to fix that. And then I managed to fix that, sit down, think, right, I can finally start now. Went to start as I normally do and have done for the past God knows how many years. And I knew they were discontinuing the old YouTube Studios layout. But I thought, I'll get around to it at some point in this week, trying to have a play with the new studio so I know what I'm doing. Went in to try and stream, and poof, it's gone. I was like, I've had to use a new one, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I spent 5 minutes trying to faff around with the new YouTube Studio, trying to figure out how to start the bloody stream. Oh my gosh. So now I'm sat here, I'm sweating already, I've not even done anything yet. But anyway, and relax and breathe. That's all we can do. So good evening, welcome to Disco Fever. Oh, I did, yeah, I figured it out in the end, I got there in the end. And actually, just briefly looking at the new setup, it's actually a little bit easier to set up. It's quite streamlined. So when I get used to it, it'll be good. I don't know what's happened to the camera. It's fine on OBS. I don't know if it's a YouTube issue. Settings of the camera's fine. Not a clue. We'll just have to bumble along tonight, okay? We'll just have to bumble through until I figure out what in the next stream. By the next stream, I'll have sorted out all the issues, I'm sure. Interesting. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just try and keep my face straight, so there's no frame issues. It's like that. Is that good? No movement. You can't see it. Is that alright? Welcome, open world addict. So if I stiff, I play all stiff. Right, dusty pews. Many seem to be missing. So we're going into the church to find a crab man. I'll be flabbergasted if there is a man like a crab in here. She's on drugs, that lass outside. She's on drugs. There's no people in here walking down walls. Just doesn't happen. Play this game with a straight face, impossible. I've got a bit of fish. Got a bit of fish in my tooth. I had a nice bit of bassa fillet, marinated with some Cajun butter, homemade Cajun butter, pan fried with a bit of homemade fried rice. Very nice. Heavy windows more than twice your height stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock carelessly drilled into the wood. So we have the key. We could inspect the carpentry and take a closer look. Does it really matter about the carpentry and the flipping... We're not here to admire the flipping structural elegance of this place. Let's open the damn door. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Hello, Josh. Welcome. You've joined at the right time. You've missed all the kerfuffle. You've missed all the bloody technical issues. As far as what technical issues? Sorry, nothing's happened. This has been a completely smooth stream. I don't know what I'm talking about. It must be. Feels like electricity in a very small piece of nothingness. Let's go. Kitsuragi says, ever the man that gets straight to the point. You know, always rely on Kitsuragi. We pull on the heavy doors. As you do, you hear an echo of the doomed commercial area. It's black halls and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes in the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city. Oh, what time are we on? It's past 10 o'clock. We were supposed to be going to call in the dead body. Weren't we? I think. No, we were supposed to call the library after 10. That's another thing I need to remember. Here we are inside the church. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Well, come on, it's common sense, isn't it? I mean, who on earth runs in a church? You don't run in a church, you walk in a church. Very sombre and silent. No, I'm not an expert. But anyway, here we go. Let's walk. Let's walk, Kisaragi. One should not run in here. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. I'm getting a bit of churchy music, just to set the scene. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Okay, we're not being attacked by crab people, so it's a good start. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that the woman we are looking for is in here. I don't know why. Just called it Costo Intuition. The blackboard is filled with complex equations and other stuff that I failed to read in time. Not a problem. Let's just examine this lovely wooden floor, shall we? It's a bowl filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Now, I'm no electrician, but wires running through water seems a bit of a health risk to me. Watch where you step, Kitsuragi. These people are lunatics. The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. Wait, I still think I hear something in the... And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems that sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Yell. If in doubt, just bloody scream. Your voice is fairly audible as you are yelling and screaming. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. Yeah, just picture Costo, middle of a church, you know, all serene and silent, his hair, clapping his hands, stomping his feet like some lunatic. Just a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total somehow. What's going on, Kim? What the hell's happening here? I can't barely hear what I'm doing. The lieutenant points to his ears, shakes his head, and then leans closer. Can you hear anything? No, I can't hear anything. Can't hear shit. Oh, good evening, Cham. I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics. It's nothing to do with the church, it's to do with these flipping wires, I'm telling you. Something odd is going on. Lieutenant doesn't reply, but you sense that he tenses up next to you. Look up into the bell tower. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. We're going to try to see beyond the shadows with our extremely pinpoint perception. that's completely and utterly blurred by alcohol and drugs, no doubt. Fail. Of course it's a flipping failure. Bloody 8%. That literally is double one, I think. I mean, double six and nothing else. Just darkness. Without end. It makes your head spin. Is that a little bat flying around? Is it a bat? Could be. What's the darkness like? Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height. It's like you see your own face reflected back at you in the vanishing geometry. A strange alien image that's supposed to be you. Trying to make something out with blinking eyes. Can't see, can't hear. What kind of an experience is it? What kind of church is this? Okay. Oh! You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Kisaragi, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm seeing a strange figure in the rafters. Maybe it's possible to talk to it. No, this is not the crab. This is a crab man. What the hell's going on? I thought she was high on drugs. Maybe she was right. Holy cow. We've got a man in the rafters with a very strange gait. He's probably like a gymnast. You know, one of those gymnasts, very bendy and very good with climbing. There's nothing paranatural here, nothing strange, nothing out of the ordinary. We were just taking the mickey of the woman in the bookstore when we were talking about all that paranatural stuff from the curse. Surely it's not. Surely. This is not a man, it's not a crab man. Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The crab man! Who's there? The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks. Why do I feel if this conversation doesn't go well, we're going to end up dead?
I bet your alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's going to be alright. You've come to the right place.
What do you mean the right bloody place? What are you calling a pussy?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of the bottle.
How does he know I've been drinking? What the hell is this guy?
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Well, Kitsuragi, of course we need to question the man. He could have seen who we were looking for. Now. He's the one that bloody usually is the first one to get his flipping notebook out. What's wrong with him? You're a bit unnerved by a crab man, Kitsuragi. I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks, and maybe the ceiling climbing too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hello, Hauler, welcome. Hey, when in doubt, just let electrochemistry take over. From one druggie to another, we'll be fine. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh, that's very true, electrochemistry. We haven't drunk enough recently. Maybe perhaps this is a part of the problem. Right. I think when Kitsuragi's not looking, we're going to have a quick swig of something. On duty today. Screw it. We need to be on top of our form. Right. I'm a policeman, and I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, eh? I can smell the control. All the way over here.
I'm fine, thank you. Just doing just fine. I appreciate you not judging me, alright?
I know it's hard to admit you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling...
Pipe now, Kitsuragi. 1 minute ago you wanted to just go. You want to talk to the man. Now suddenly you think he's talking sense? Shut up. Look at these crazies. What is this shit? Adjust your tie, your little multicoloured car crash tie. Give it a wee straight and... Who do you think you are, eh? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It don't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of their mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness.
Flipping preaching to me.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. Oh, we're taking it all in, all right. This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with. Yeah, perhaps we don't want to step out of line in church. We've blasphemed about 5 times. We are in God's house here. Perhaps we should tone it down, maybe Costo, just a touch. You must be the crab man. Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you've got for me, I won't stop you from using it. Well, to be fair, it's more like a spider, actually. Right. Yeah, a bit of humour. He considers this for a moment. I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. He pauses. It may be that I got to work on my technique. That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there? Did you carve these? Sure. Whittling wood used to be something I did just to busy my hands. And now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness. You've got some nice curves going on. As if we're going to say that. Oh, it's all... Oh, I see. It's all statues of ladies. Yes, well, it's a shame they're all half finished, isn't it? It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. What were you before you became a crab man, eh? I was in a gang. Way. But my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. Yeah. We're not gonna relay our life story to this guy. He's already unnerved us with the fact that he's judged us about our alcohol use. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't remember it. Yeah, very convenient. Oh, got an achievement. Unbelievably boring F-U-C-K. I don't know why, I should just swear. It's not as if it's a bloody family-friendly stream, this is it. We've already sworn about 15 times. Oh dear. Convenience has got nothing to do with it. What goes on up there? He gazes up at the ceiling. There's a profound longing in that gaze. He looks like he wants to be one with whatever is up there, shrouded in darkness. Do you remember your name, sir? The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation. Tiago is my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place among your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. Extend your hand for greeting. It's going to be a... I've heard of the long arm of the law, but that's ridiculous. Well, yeah. They call me Raphael Ambrosius Costello, yes. How's that for a name? You don't come across many of them, do you? Studies you silently for a moment. Don't think I've met one yet, Holmes. The lieutenant raises his eyebrows and coughs. Right. What are you doing here? This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, way out into nothingness. He nods toward the ceiling. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circle it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. He's talking a load of crap, isn't he? What on earth? I'm not seeing just yet how this is helping our investigation, but we are known as the can opener, or was it, the human can opener? So we'll continue to prod and poke and prise and twist until we can make a link. I still don't get what you're doing here. Who is this mother of silence? Oh, that's no simple question, they say. She is one who can't be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will. In my best, accent. This adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has. Yeah, what will happen if you drink from the perforation? I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Oh, I think I'll pass then. Stick to beer. Finally at one with the state of the world before reality began. You sure you don't want to just switch one drug for another? Yeah, that's all well and good. All well and good, this. But I still don't get why you're here. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. You should sing for me. Yeah, singing. I get that. I get a bit of song. Yeah, I'm a bit of a singer myself. Yeah, it's questionable. He laughs. I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's a singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound. Oh, yeah, very good. Well, how did you come across this church? How did you find this place? Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realised what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing new to me now. It didn't belong to me. Right, very good. Very good indeed. Okay, so you've been here a while, I'm gathering, from your what you're saying. Do you know why the church was abandoned? Police raid a while back. He responds, his voice suddenly flat. Did you witness it? Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything. I mean, I'm just guessing here, educated guess and all that, but I'm thinking he's probably not going to be very happy with some ravers rocking up and turning this church into a nightclub somehow. Yeah. You know what the other spooker is? Pointing to the strange machines. Other spooker? Oh, essa vieta muye, whatever. He laughs. What did you just say? What did you just say? Another person living here? Vegeta? Vegeta? Is that a person? No, I just call her Vita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. He scratches his head. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. I'm thinking that Vieta is the woman we're looking for. What's she called again? Foxy, Roxy? Roxy? Rita? Forgot her name. Ruby. I knew it was an R. That's why I said Roxy Rita. I knew it was an R word. I'm not good with names. I can remember obscure things from years ago, but ask me to remember somebody's name and not a chance. Strange how the mind works. But anyway, this Vieta woman, Vegeta, it's Ruby, I'm telling you. Telling you now. I'm 75% sure, based on my logical deduction and police intuition. So our reaction speed is catching up with us. What if it's Ruby? The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little note. Oh, hell! It's just got serious, guys. It's just got serious. The lieutenant has removed his notebook from his pocket and is about to start taking some notes. Finally, Kitsuragi. A minute ago, yeah, don't want to speak to the guy. No, now the notebook's out. Hello, Castillo fan, welcome. Oh, the little old woman. You're from Brazil. You live in Brazil, right? You said you lived in Brazil last time, did you not? Was it you? Sure, somebody lived in Brazil. Or was in Brazil. One of the last streams. Right. So anyway, Lieutenant's got his notebook out. Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something? You mean like a fugitive? Okay, you do. So what do you speak in Brazil? Portuguese? Ah, it is. Google Translate can help us here. Google Translate is our friend. Portuguese. Okay. Did I not do Spanish at school? No, I didn't do Spanish at school. I did French. I got a C. I got a C. Did French, and can barely remember a word of it now. I can remember the odd word, but I go to France occasionally on cruises and stuff, and useless. C'est dommage. Dommage. Fromage, cheese. Fromage. I remember odd words. Right, okay. We've got that bit distracted. Parlez français quand vous? Not a clue. Not a clue. Right. He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light, and then he shakes his head. No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cares much about authority or anything else for the matter. Maybe only about her machines. She did seem like a technical girl, Ruby, because she had a machine, didn't she? She had something technical with her when she was in the lorry. In a lorry, she had a technical gizmo of some sort, like a radio device, a communication radio device. This is definitely her. Oh, it's just gone up from 75% to 90% certain now. 90%. 90% certain it's her. I see. The lieutenant seems contented with that answer. And where is she now? I told you, Holmes, I don't know. It's just a crab/Spider-Man, Caleb. Nothing to worry about. That can smell alcohol from 50 paces away, apparently. Okay. And how can you not know that when you both live here? Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. So, we seem to be in an impasse. You got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does? Who exactly is she? I'm afraid not, Essie. You just have to wait till she comes back, or he shrugs. Or search through her radio computer. Oh, by the way, not to rain on your parade or anything, but some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. The ones in the outside tent? I've seen them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me. Well, do they have a reason to be scared? Nah, man. They look pretty funny, and I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway. Though he used to. A long time ago. So, what do you think about the nightclub? Bit of music, with dancing, flashing lights. It's going to cause a problem. Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Oh, right. Oh, I thought he was going to be against it. Obviously not. Might even be nice to have some company. Well, we can give him the good news, then, can't we? Very good. Well, thank you very much for your time. You're not as bad as you seemed at first, but we still don't understand what the hell's going on with this bloody sound and stuff. But you don't mind if you have a look around here? Of course you do. You can't mind us looking around if you don't mind us, kids outside turning this into a flipping nightclub. Us poking around is pales in comparison. Let me just move this microphone a touch. It's a little bit too close to me. Oh, what's this? A silk scarf. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, I think we've got some skill points to use. Okay, skill point. We're taking a vote. We're taking a vote, an impromptu vote. Where are we putting our next skill point? Hit me with it. Hit me with your rhythm stick. And in the meantime, I'm going to check out my scarf. Misk Banger's silk scarf. Where does it go? Does it go on your neck? Ooh. Silk. Nah. It's going to take a monumental neck item for us to ditch our horrific tie. I'm afraid to say. But anyway, a huge red scarf, dusty from lying in the church. A subtle red-on-red embroidery embellishes it with cocky roosters and misk floral motifs. Composure, no idea. You think he's become less unhinged? Are you serious? I think less unhinged? I don't think he's become... I think he's become flipping more unhinged. Losing the plot, isn't he? Authority. Authority's almost maxed, actually. Reaction speed has come up a couple of times, and it's not our forte, but, given the amount of times it has come up, perhaps it wouldn't be completely unreasonable to suggest that we are improving in it a touch. Just a touch. Maybe, yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. The ones that have caught my eye recently are, we've had a couple of authorities, Esprit de Corps come up a couple of times, reaction speed also, in addition to, of course, the usual suspects. Shivers is a fun one, and that is underrepresented. Shivers is quite fun. Ah! Well, there's been a lot happened since then. And the last session involved a lot of drug taking and alcohol taking, so, composure. I mean, that might improve his composure. He's become so dependent on these things that without it, then he becomes less composed. But when he's got it running through his veins, he has that composure. But yeah, we'll see. Mind you, how many? Do you know what? Oh, perception's come up a few times. Perception 1. Jesus wept. It's terrible, isn't it? The joys. Reaction speed. These two are quite good. Well, at least I say good. His perception is rubbish. I think he's probably better at perception than that, so I'm going to bump it up. I think I'm going to go for a bit of perception. We've had a few moments of perception, and I'd like to think that as a police officer, he's got a modicum of perception. Maybe not the greatest amount, but come on, better than 1, surely. Right, help ravers start a nightclub. Look into the spookers in the church. No, I'm always keeping 1 point spare, just in case we have to wipe out, or unlock, a thought cabinet slot when we get something that we like. Keep a floating point spare. All right. What did it say about the window? I completely missed it. I was checking my if my camera's gone too dark or not. A cracked pane of glass. The wind whistling in through the board. Any white checks from probably? Mind you, we'd get a message, wouldn't we? We'd get a message on the journal, maybe. Oh, we have. Oh, pile of eternite. Where was that? Pile of eternite. Pile of eternite? I can't remember where that was. I don't know why we can't scroll down properly and up and down properly. What the hell's that all about? A cell. Empathy. Legendary. Who's a cell? Oh, she's a cell. That woman outside, the little girl. Wash basin. So these are all unlocked now, aren't they? Oh, of course, we can go speak to Lynette about our little jaunt along the beach. I think we might have it now. I think we might have the spot. Scattering of bullet holes. Somewhere down here. So I think at some point, or maybe in a particular session, we might have a look at some of these. Because I'm going to have to rack my memories as to where some of them are, but revisit some of them. That's some shoes. Got some shoes here. What are you doing? Bloody get yourself round there, man. What are you bloody playing at? Oh, what the hell are these? Look at these things. I mean, it's going to take a good pair of shoes to replace our crocodile skin shoes, or snake skin shoes. I keep calling them crocodile skin. I don't know why. But what the hell are they? Look at these. Mesk bangers, red brogues, plus woods of empathy in someone else's shoes. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif sewn onto the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the chair. Oh my god, let's have a quick look. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm wearing them. Bad boys. Look at them. I mean, they're probably... matches the shoes, but I'm not a lover of that. I still can't bring myself to wear that though. Oh, Kirindist. The hat is hideous. How dare you? How dare you? The hat is perfection. Perfection. We talked with the creepy crab man and we've just picked up some new shoes. Oh yes. New shoes all the way, my friends. I mean, that is more official. I mean, that would set off the attire quite nicely. But it's very dull. Got to be down with the kids, man. Look at that. Down with the kids. That's Costo being down with the kids. He's a disco man. He's down with the kids. He, of a certain age. Too young. Not very good with them, according to Kitsuragi. He's cool. Sings karaoke. He's got a look. Cutting edge. And the description of this was great. Sleek, aerodynamic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bringing down that drag coefficient. Because when you're on that dance floor, strutting your stuff and cutting your shapes, you cannot afford drag. No, you can't. It's got to be slick and whew. All right. Now that we've cleared that situation up quite nicely, let's move on. It's just the way he's wearing it. He's wearing it in a cool manner. Right, what's this? We're talking to a machine here. Mainframe. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figure on the stained glass. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. Another radio computer, says the lieutenant, stepping closer. And this time it's already turned on. He seems cautious around the machine. Ah, yes, the radio computer was in the other building, wasn't it? We never did get to the bottom of that, did we? These machines sometimes harbour traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful. Oh, don't you worry. Careful's my middle name. We should probably let it be. It's becoming clear that there's no trace of the suspect anywhere inside the church. Oh, Katsuragi. Cold feet again. What is it with you? Don't you like churches? It's been a bit on edge. You've been a bit on edge. Let me just have a look at this machine. Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen here. You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. It needs one of them things. What's it called from the other one? A holotape thing. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from its diamond-shaped glasses. From his, rather. You feel free to proceed. Let's have a look inside first. Behind the hatch sits a cube like... Oh, it's the cube. That was it. It was a cube thing, wasn't it? Yeah. Filament. Filament. That was the one. Smouldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says in a black marker, log. Ooh. Another filament. Press play to talk with the repeater. Oh. Yeah, let's proceed onwards. Let's proceed onwards. We need to investigate this. This is vital evidence. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's plain and magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old. It's her again. Good morning. Fortress accident on St. Brune. This is East Lindian repeater station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? It's the same old woman you spoke to through the radio computer in the Doom commercial area. Yvonne! It's me again. How are you? Yeah, a better report. Maybe she'll let us in this time. Good, thank you. It's not clear whether she recognises your voice. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Yeah, I looked inside the core. Tape on the filament just said log. Log, yeah, February, March, log. Good. Please repeat the password. Flipping hellfire. We should have learned from last time. Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something. I don't know the password at the minute. Just bear with me, Yvonne. Received. I will register this logging attempt. Oh, for God's sake, register the attempt. Flipping hell. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? No, thank you. Bye. Flipping damn machines. A cold wind blows in from the broken gallery. Right, let's go find a password. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. Portable Harman Wowshy tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Surely not. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. And this? A huge stained glass window in white, silver and apricot faience. Faience? The young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is Her Innocence Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Shouldn't I? No, Costello doesn't kneel to nobody. Leave me alone, woman. No, we're not kneeling at all. Cold wind seeps from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicoloured eyes on you, inspecting you. As if under a microscope. No, this thing is bloody... It's hypnotic. Don't look at it. Don't look her in the eyes, Kitsuragi. It's dangerous. As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with the 3 fingers. Flipping hellfire, fine. Show a bit of respect. Oh, bloody hell. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. When it's done, you're still standing in the apricot-coloured light of the window. The woman smiles, her distant smile, unmoved, struck in half by the crack in the glass. Serves her right. She only cares about the sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time. 42% on both. Reconstruct the cracked glass. Why not? The The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know. Just how did I know that this is the mother of humanism? It just came to me like an epiphany. How on earth did I know that? Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. Fine. Okay, what else do I know about her? Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential marquess, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene the Navigator, queen of the Sirens, modern-day Sir Le Clef. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia, standing under her long, slender form like this, dwarfed? Maybe? Where's this coming from? The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away. This has got something to do with our flipping lover, isn't it? This is to do with our flipping. This is to do with this. I'm telling you, some woman in our past has caused us great grief. It's turned us to drink. We were a superstar cop, and we've come crashing down to a drunken cop because of one woman. And I will get to the bottom of who this woman is. Was she smart? Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A similar grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. How come? It was on her advice that Irene the Navigator sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale, a costly, often tragic endeavour, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era. What a name. The DeLorean era. Wow. Well, we've got to admit that is kind of impressive. Wow indeed. When her innocence was declared and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. Yeah, well, what is an innocence? Like some higher being? The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit, a ruler. More. An innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocentic rule, should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions, they are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway, only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honour and a glory to live when one is in office. Is one in office now? We would surely know if there was one in office now. No. We are alone. Ooh. Well, I've got to admit, this is rather interesting stuff, isn't it? When does she rule? 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Mundi, she is, among other things, the innocence of interstellar travel and the connected world. Oh. More. Yeah, we want more. We want more. We're sucked in here. We're sucked in. She's sucking us in with her hypnotic bloody gaze and your finger pointing in your glowing lungs. I mean, what can we say? As did we all. The lands of Mesk and the Occident, and even far away Supramundi, altogether 21 of the 40 mondial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. Her crowning? In a city called Advespericet in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza, with the crowd far away. Already her terriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt. Oh, well, she must have been a sight to see. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. She looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well. Very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by her as the terriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen. Then what? One of the men in this secret service killed her. 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else. And what was that? Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves, the man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Is there anything terrifying about her, maybe? Tyrannical? Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her. Well, I want to know what it was then. You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaign she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. What happened? The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. And mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Magritte were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes, the colour of Pisantic Mare Interregnum. Little is known of her Marquess husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. See you later, Ian. Lieutenant Euphrator, you stood there for over 5 minutes, says Kitsuragi, snapping us out of our sort of self-reflection. All of these conversations going on in our head as we just stood there like gawping up at this glass. Kitsuragi like, oh, what the hell? Okay, it's been 5 minutes now, Detective. I've been very patient with you. In a very calm manner. What are you thinking of, may I ask? You cannot intrude on a man's self-reflective thoughts. Glowing logs? That's messed up. War criminal! What am I thinking? I'm not thinking anything, Kitsuragi. Just looking around. For 5 minutes. Okay. It's just that you've been looking at that window for quite long now. And it's cold in here. He takes off his glasses to clean them. This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. You know what this is, Kitsuragi? This is Dolores Day. The old woman in the village was right. He looks around. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. You knew of this place? It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. He lowers his voice. It was built not long after Revershaw's founding, 300 or so years ago by first-generation settlers. Ah, well, aren't you just a font of all knowledge, Kits? Well, come on. Whilst I've been studying for 5 minutes, you might as well make me stand here for another 5. What do you know? There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. The Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the Revolution, or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps. He looks at the machinery lying around. Pang of guilds? The lieutenant is leaving something out. Do you know why it was abandoned? Yeah. I have a theory, yes. There's a pause, then he continues. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Ooh. Who conducted this raid? Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure. Don't be casting accusations here. If you're not sure, are you sure? 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. Well, I don't remember being here. I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it. Why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters. Well, if I was here, we'd best find out what we were doing here. It could have some meaning. Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now. How dare you? How dare you? Right, password. Go speak with Spider-Man. Yes, and that is a bat just randomly flying around. Excuse me. I haven't got any juice. After all that reading.
There's coffee in the back. Oh wait, I'm in the mother's love.
I'd prefer coffee, but anyway. Have you by any chance heard Vegeta say the password to a radio computer? Too many times, I say. You need it for something? Yes. For a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez. So spill it. Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death. That is true. But what comes after death? What do you think of that? Makes me almost pity la nihilista pequina. Okay, thank you. Can't speak Spanish. Right, he's gone. Oh, he's vanished. That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect. Well, we might do, Kitsuragi. We've got the password. Let's go see this computer and speak with bloody... what's-her-face? Yvonne. Whilst, of course, walking respectfully through the church. Not running. Right, here we are. Pressing play. Bing bong, bing bong. The machine comes to life. A static playing a magnetic driver and an old lady voice. Good morning. Fortress accident on St. Brune. This is the East Indian repeater station 1. Please report. Is this the personal log? Yes. I think I've got the password. Yvonne. Good. Please repeat the password. Afterlife. Death. Good. I've unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Is there anything else I can help you with? Fortress accident, yeah. This is similar to the other place, you know, the commercial area. Similar machine. I have 2 machines registered to this company. Naming matinees. One on St. Brune, the other on Rue de St. Ghislaine. St. Brune. That's the church. Yes, I know that, Kitsuragi. I know that. Okay, that's thank you. Thank you. Goodbye, Fortress accident. Right. Print. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. Let's have a read, shall we? First entry, made on the 4th of February, 51. By an unknown author. It's short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. Lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. That's bloody rude! Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath. 4th of February. It's over a month ago. Whoever set these machines has been here for quite a while. Right, I'm reading. I'm reading. Second entry. 6th of Feb, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near the place. The church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It is a little spooky, all right. Still, haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting. I've not seen any narcotics here. I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. He looks at the stained glass window. Nothing spooky about this place either. Just abandoned and cold and in an awful part of town. Yeah. Third entry. 7th of Feb, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, new antenna. I'm thinking Esker series. Something advanced. Oh, we should need an antenna. Boost the signal. Of course. Obvious. Read the 4th entry. 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called SEMO for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sullyslaw started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labour. They can get to work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. I don't know. This is sounding less like our character, less like the person we're after now. I mean, she's not talking about killing people. She's not talking about, she doesn't sound scary. She sounds like quite a technical person. What is this? What is this? A data loss? Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Yeah, something about the backup data getting destroyed and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. He adjusts his glasses. Let's just keep reading. Yeah, artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are these people? I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area, they must be her former co-workers. Yeah, well... disappointing. This is sounding less like Rubin. I was bloody 90% sure. Read the 5th entry. 12th of Feb, 51. Bought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the harbour. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 AM. The strike? He strokes his chin. We're nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what this radio's anomaly that sent this person here in the first place. This could be it. 25th of February. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics. Is she talking about... The lieutenant looks to his right towards the silence. 7th entry, 28th of February. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real and it's not just me losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here. The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk? But what could it be? Look at the water behind the basins. The water shines in them, no ripples. 8th entry. March. Some kind of young discomen have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the discomen came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. Yes, must be a cell. Yes, very good. 9th entry. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. That'd be us. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her. Yeah. That rings a bell. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine. Oh, calm yourself down, Kitsuragi. Did she come looking for us? No, she didn't. We're still here, aren't we? And we're still on the case. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable, noodles, crackers, ping-ping, energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening with our perception that we've just increased. Oh boy. Ooh. A strange woman makes straight for a local radio computer. Hello? Are we flipping invisible?
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame.
I don't apologize.
We are with the RCM, you see.
I don't bloody apologize. I'm on a bloody murder investigation here. Yeah, looking for a suspect in a murder investigation, my dear. Could be hiding in here. It's important that we turn over every stone.
No one's hiding here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back into life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Oh, I haven't destroyed anything. Keep your flipping wig on.
We should...
Oh! Double clicked by mistake. What did he say? What did he say? Oh my god. What did you say, Kisaragi? I was zoned out. I was in utter shock that this woman has just walked past us like we're not here and just continued to type on a computer. How disrespectful. Excuse me, love.
What is it?
Everything in order?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Oh. Waste of paper. Oh, God, help us. Heavens help us all. Is that blasphemy in the church? Maybe. So, are you the lead programmer of Wirral Untethered, by any chance?
Yes. Or no, not anymore. That project is dead.
Well, I gathered that from the boards in the other place. She doesn't seem surprised to be recognised. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back. So what are you doing here?
I am Sona Lukanen Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Oh, it's all gobbledygook to us, that.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how can I help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. Right, okay. Questions. Gotta get those questions in. Have you seen the crab man? No. But you know he's around? Yes. He's seen you. And he's seen you. I don't care. I don't care about the crabmen. She barely looks up, now tinkering with the machine's printer. Wow. She really doesn't. Not afraid, this one. Have you seen anybody suspicious? Maybe a woman? Ruby? What? No. No one's suspicious around here. It's a shame. So what's with all these machines? I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. Antenna? What's that about? I use the AR1 as my REAM Prefix processing unit. Maybe you shouldn't have poked. Costo, maybe you shouldn't have poked. Now she's going to talk to you in a language you don't understand. You're going to feel stupid. What? REAM Prefect, my radio computer, she explains. And that antenna is its processing unit. Yeah, I'm a technical. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes, she sighs. You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? She has stopped working now. No, a little bit. All right, well, all radio computers perform operations up on air, so in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna. On air? On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. She waves her hand. That's what on air means. And good antenna, is it? I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. No, I think Lintel is the name of the company. I think we've heard this company name before. But it's not the cheapest on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, she turns back to her terminal. You should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many medias dedicated to that sort of thing. She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves. So what are you doing exactly? I'm working. On what? Could you... She closes her eyes. Could you just shh for a moment or get to the point? I really need to focus on something. Right, what are those bowls of water? Very creepy. They are connected to my REAM Prefect. She looks up. Whatever you do, just please do not move them, okay? Thanks. Right, fine, I won't touch anything. Next question. What are you doing in this abandoned church? You really like those questions, don't you? There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately. I need to make sure that you are not hiding anyone in here. As I said, I'm working on a murder investigation. No, I'm not hiding anyone here. It is just me and the... She looks up at the ceiling before murmuring, "The Crabman. I'm just doing some research, that's all." "What research?" "I'm looking for the location of 2mm hole in the world." Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves? That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The hole connected to the data loss in your journal, isn't that right?" "Yes, that's what led me here." She stares at the burnished antenna on a nearby table. "But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that." What does it, a hole in the world, what does that mean exactly? Exactly, what does it mean? There's something frantic about her as she locks her gaze with you, eyes shining like pearls. Up to now it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist? She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer. It's a little above your pay grade at the moment. We're living in a world with holes in it. I don't know, are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? I don't know. I'm just on a murder investigation. I'm not a scientist, so I'll leave it with you. You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, she replies, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydrotransducers to record the silence to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well. She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts in everyday parlance? Do you have any idea where this hole might be located? Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume. She looks up, her eyes trying to pierce the pitch-black heights above, but without much success. Strange things may flourish in the dark. Why there? There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decrease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record. The Pillar of Silence. Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk? Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. Yeah, that's where the Crabman lives. Surely not a coincidence. I know. You don't think the Crabman is responsible? No, I don't. Do you know what? I think we've had enough now. She's not Ruby, much to our annoyance. She doesn't know where Ruby is. Well, I'll leave you to crack the 2mm hole in the world's conundrum for now. Great. The hands are on a whirl on the keyboard. I'll let you work in peace. For now. The Mirror of Silence. The hole in the... Who knows? Who knows? But it's time for Kitsuragi. Ask Suna how she feels about the nightclub idea. Oh my god, really? We have to do that? Fine.
Yes.
Oh,
What is it?
Parting words. How do you feel about anodic dance music? What? Well, what are you, 40? It's the future of dance music. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music. Right. How do you feel about a club for anodic dance music? This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? She looks up, shaking her head. I've got some news for you. It is not a nightclub they want to build here. Oh? What do they want to build here? Take a guess, why don't you? A petting zoo. The programmer sighs. I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks. Good luck, the lieutenant notes. I'm not coming in there. Oh, if they've lied to us. Oh boy, there's gonna be heads rolling. Oh dear. We don't like to be gotten over one on, you know. Played for a fool. Doesn't sit well. Right. Come on. Let's go find out what the hell they have had me doing. Okay. We're still looking for Ruby. We still haven't explored the entire coast, though. If you look at the map, we're kind of here. We haven't been up here to this bit, and we haven't been across to here yet either. So there's still a bit more exploration to do, even though it does appear we're kind of hitting a little bit of a dead end at the minute. Right. Let's go check out these little raver kids. Now that we're not in the church, we can run. Stretch our legs once again. I've got time to capture the music balls. Ding, ding. Alright, come on Costello, don't be suckered in now by the music. Let's cut to the chase here. You have been sent on a wild goose chase.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church. I checked it out. And he tenses up. What happened? Talk to the crab man. Oh man, who is he? What did you think? Yeah. A real narcomaniac. The way he climbs and everything. Terrifying. Terrifying. Right. There's something really odd about him. What's he doing in the church anyway? Oh. Something... oh, we don't want to say he's doing drugs. But, you know what? Yeah, sinister. Something... trying to scare him off a bit. Sinister, yeah. Getting high or something. What do you mean? Don't know. Just telling you what it felt like, and it wasn't good. No matter. The paranoid young man mumbles gruffly. Is he going to be a problem? Oh, he's going to be a big problem. Big problem, yeah. Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we going to do about him? These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do. Oh no, we're not gonna tell him that now. Not when we've been taken for a ride. Of course, there's a problem. He's a crab man. So he rubs his chilled hands together. A crab man. I hear you, friend. What about it? It's impossible to catch someone who climbs walls like a freaking spider crab. I don't know, man. Does it feel like a major hindrance to you? Doesn't it feel like a spooky guy climbing around and all the guests are trying to have a nice friendly hyper time? Well, if you want your little club, you're just going to have to live with the crab man. I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it. Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light, yeah! Maybe, I guess we'll figure something out. What about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? Oh, yeah, I did see her, yes. Former lead programmer of the Fortress Accident. She appeared before me when I was using her computer. Programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? Yeah, she mentioned something about that you haven't been completely honest with me about your plans. Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love! Get down and feel it! The stuffy temp muffles the last two words. The command fails to impress. The love? I'm not feeling it at all. You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Rocking or dropping it? She didn't seem impressed. What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. He drops the hammer back into the toolbox. And she doesn't like it at all? A shame, he sighs. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity dance! She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished, and God knows how long that's going to take. She's trying to find a hole in the world. Could be there for some time. And you can't just evict her? Nah, don't think so. Although I don't propose to come up with a different solution. I don't want to help these guys, they've lied to me. Look at you, honour man. No, it is right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her. We only want to get into the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. Hello, Nicholas. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist! What? Okay, what you saying? Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower and the programmer. Does she like anodic? We said that. No, she does not like anodic dance music. She really, truly despises it. Egghead cannot believe what you just said. He makes her pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it. No worries, we'll figure it out. The man nods enthusiastically. Then he leans in and whispers, if coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you. What do you think? No. Oh, we have to actually convince... Oh, for God's sake. The game is forcing us to flipping reason with her. I mean, we don't have to do this, do we? Cooperate or evict? Yeah, bloody flipping fools. I don't think this has anything to do with the main quest. I'm kind of tempted just to leave them be. Leave them in limbo, to be honest. Right, what's this plank of wood that I'm looking for? Oh! I think we can maybe drop this bridge for easy access instead of having to go round all the time. Push the turnite over, of course. Push it over. There you go, look at that. Little shortcut. Well spotted. Right, come on. Let's use our new bridge, shall we? Look at that. Right on the job. Right on the doorstep of the church. Beautiful. Let's just have one more conversation with this sooner. Oh, flipping this, sort this mess out. Come on. Because if we don't, they're going to go and attack her, you see, and we can't have innocent women being attacked by mad ravers. So we better reach a compromise just for all parties. Otherwise, it's going to get messy.
Yes, what is it?
Okay. Andre is willing to compromise. You might be able to stay if he opens up his little club. I don't want to make anything work, she replies, her expression unchanged. Oh, did I run it? Oh, I run it. Oh, we ran in the church. Costa, what are you doing? He's losing his patience. You don't want to make anything work? Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work. Ah, she's unhappy about the failure. Are you bitter about your game failing? That's right. Something strange shines in her eyes. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen ever again. Oh, come on. Well, we got 92%. Holy hell. Working our charms. Easy. When her research is done, she can move out. Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it was not going very well. Maybe I can help with... Really? What? She looks up from her... What exactly? What? How on earth are you going to help in the technical matters, Gusto? Enlighten me! It's news to me, even. I don't really need any help with the project. But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in the church next to the Boom Boo anymore. Just think about... What the hell are we doing? She thinks about it, a glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair. All right, she finally says, blinking twice. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace if you really want to help. It is stored on a filament memory and I'm unable to... You mean this? That we conveniently took from your other radio computer? No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. Oh, right. She's tapping the table in a badly concealed impatience. I don't need it. There was a safe that we couldn't open. She might have the key for it now, or the code, maybe. In his defense, says Kitsuragi, jumping to our defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle. Okay, but still. Okay, so what is this off-site copy and why do you need it? It's a backup of my former employer's project. The radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer. She points to the glowing cube. The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament. Yeah, and this, you mean the other radio computer? Fortunate accident? Yeah. Okay, I've been inside. Good. Then you might know what the giant ice bear fridge in the building cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Inside the fridge? We open that fridge. But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note. Yep, this is it. The note told us that it had been moved to a safer place. Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? A nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sullyslaw. Zawisa? Of course. She relaxes. Our project lead, Sullyslaw Zawisa. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe and feature creep. She mutters. And the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The off-site copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. She crosses her arms defiantly. Okay, and the heads? I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find the copy from the ice cream maker, will you? Thanks. I found the ice cream maker, but it was completely frozen shut and I couldn't open it. This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out. There is a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear. Why can't you go and get the filament yourself? The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means. Are you part of the curse? Of course not. She crosses her arms. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in. Why does she think you're part of the curse? Because she's from Martinez and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. What if it does emit elemental evil? It doesn't emit, it receives. She stops explaining. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my ream. Turned to higher powers. Lieutenant coughs like he's amused. Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like someone seminine magic. Okay, I'll go. How we can't open the fridge? Oh, she's given us an oversized pry bar. Okay, that'll do it. And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the off-site copy, then you can keep Kavulsund. Oh, a bigger hitting stick. Oh, 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 oh. She's not happy to be parting with a Kavulsund. Oh no. Physical instrument. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular pry bar completely obsolete. Yeah. Oh, we've got a bigger pry bar now. Heavens help us. Heavens help us. Big mama pry bar. The Kavulsund. The red key. Right. Good. We're going that way anyway because we're going back to to ring the library. Oh, walk in the church, please, Costo. Thank you. It receives elemental evil. Right, so we're going back to our car, ring the library, and then we'll go back down to the old, the safe place. Have we been back to the Whirling in Rags to speak with... I think we did, but she wasn't interested, was she? What's her face? The cryptozoologist's wife, to let her know that we'd found him. I think we'd already been back and she didn't say anything. She didn't say a damn word. Alright, very good. So, oh, there's our friends, our three friends. Abigail and Disco Flash, or whatever the hell it's called. Run, Kitsuragi. I know you don't like running, but we've got to run. We've got to run. There's murders to solve, and we ain't got time to be dithering. There's my crash car, look, in all its glory. Just what chaos have we caused in our time here? We've trashed a room, broken a bird, crashed our car. What else have we done? We've made people's ears bleed with karaoke. Kicked a man in the face. What else have we done? Waved our gun around. Yeah, forgot about that bit. Yeah, sold it. Threatened to kill ourselves. Made an employee, you know, basically quit a job. Yeah. Been a busy little bee, haven't we? Been a busy little bee. Right, this is a private conversation. You should really F off. Right, radio. Precinct 57. Connect me to Sylvie, please. No. Should we speak to Sylvie again? Why would we want to speak to Sylvie again? I don't think we do. Library, please. Hold on. This is where she takes ages. Yeah, fascinating wheel, isn't it? Fascinating. You've been staring at it for the past 3 hours. Oh, lunchtime. Got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line. I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connect to the call. 2, 1. Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. A male librarian answers the call. How can I help you, officer? He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call. Yes, as they should be. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Mejon. A reader. Yeah, and don't spout any data protection crap. Can't give you that, data protection. Billy Mejon, you said? Give me a moment. I'll have to check our database. Puts down the receiver. Oh, for God's sake. On the road drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall, lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback. Yes, hello? Are you still there? Yeah, just about. You can hear him fiddle with the printout. I found Billy Mijon's home address. Is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. They're too poor to have a phone line. Yes, home address is fine. Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gis Lane, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez. Cape Side Apartments. We're going to have to deliver the bad news. Death warning time. That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it? Wait a minute. Rum bullion. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I have mine, well, I've had mine with Coke. Works well with Coke. Also, I had it with a bit of, I mean, you've probably not got sugar syrup just lying around in your home, you'd have to buy it, but with a little dash of sugar syrup and a touch of water. Usually pretty good. It'd be probably quite nice with ginger beer as well, I would have thought. Rum and ginger beer. It's a good rum to go with ginger beer because it's got, it's quite sharp and sweet. I might get some ginger beer when I go shopping tomorrow, actually, and give it a whirl myself. It's a good idea. Thank you, Brendan. Put it on my shopping list. Do you have any other information on Billy Mijon? Says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but it wasn't. I wasn't at work that day. Do you know someone who was? Marie! He covers his phone with his hand and yells out into the room behind. Marie! Do you remember a reader named Billy Mijon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. You hear someone answer from afar. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. The librarian is speaking to the phone again. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lose, Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet. Good, you have a name now. Do you know the husband's name? I'm sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Can Marie describe how the husband looked? We know who it is, really, don't we? It's a strange fella. Marie! Moment passes. Hey, Katie. She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he had a drink or two the last time she saw him. What was he wearing? 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention. Thank you. It's all from me. No more questions, Your Honour. Right. Anything else you need? Shall we check in with the 41st? See if there's any updates? Yeah, go on then. Alice, reconnect me to the 41st. Right, please hold. Ah! 10-4, come in. Jules! Jules. I'm happy to report I've found my badge, Jules. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write that down. There's no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. Feels good to get that off your chest. Right. Celebration with a beer? Not yet, but after this, definitely celebration from a beer. And I've also found my gun. No, I won't be losing it again, trust me. 10-4, sir. Roger that. I'm very glad to hear it. We'll make a recent, relevant change to the report. Make sure you do that, Jules, old boy. Make sure you do. Thank you. That's all for now. Right. Like a weight has been lifted off one's shoulders. Okay, so Raggy, it's 12:20. I'm on duty. But you know what? I can't help it. I can't help it. It's time for liquid refreshment. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my stuff? Where's... Oh, I've lost my beer. We drunk it. We drunk it in our stupor with our mates, didn't we? Yes, we did. So the only alcohol we've got left is Boris's brew. So we're going to have to have a swig of that instead. Swig of Boris's brew. Marvellous. Let's swig away. Swig away. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh, hits the spot. Burns as it goes down. Burning sensation. Oh, and it burns. But then a nice warmth in the stomach. And then We're ready to deliver the bad news. Bit of Dutch courage to get. We don't need Dutch courage, but you know, just helps when you're delivering bad news to have a couple of shots of something strong first. You know. That way, you don't stumble over your words. You get right to the point. You know. Right this way. No. Yes, this way. How would Costello enjoy Rumbullion? I think he'd enjoy Rumbullion very much. I mean, he was almost willing to lick rum from a table at one point, so I think he wouldn't mind a rum or two himself. I think he'd get on well with it. Right, let's have a wee looky here. We can redo this check, I think. Is it this one we can redo? Yeah, 3%. No point of even trying, is there? No point of even trying. Let's go deliver the bad news. Wonder if I don't think we can. There's that door around the corner that we failed twice to get into. That I'm still intrigued to try and get into. It had all the signs outside, the painted on signs. Some kind of cult. No one answers. This is apartment 28, right? What apartment do we want? 33. Have I come to the wrong apartment? Apartment 20. Apartment 20. What apartment number is this? 28. Oh. Where's 20 must be down. Oh, what's this one here? Oh, so it's not that. I thought it was that guy. It's not him, it's somebody else. Apartment 20. Lieutenant motions you to go ahead and knock the door. It's a bit of alcohol does to you. You know, a bit of Goris's brew. Can't even read numbers on the door. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. It's not going to be hard. If I've had a drink, it's fine. Knock on the door.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door. This is the police. Is this Bill and Majon's home?
The police? A moment, please. Give us a moment.
Us. You hear shuffling inside. There's fear in her voice. Now, Costello, come on, my friend. Play it sympathetic here and low key. You're delivering bad news.
Come in, the door is open.
Not your usual blustering self, you know. You're not here to probe her, to question her. You're here just to deliver the news. You're not here to rob the place either. Should have put our copper hat on. I'm not going to go that far. Come on. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? Hello, detective. We shouldn't be looking around the house, should we, really? Let's deliver the news. Is that a guy or it sounds like a woman.
It's you.
It is a woman.
Bookstand.
Oh, we saw her stood outside the book. Yes, we did.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea, lemonade? We're out of coffee.
I've had a drink, thanks, love. I'm fine. The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. Oh, don't worry, I'm a consummate professional, me. Know exactly how to handle such situations. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead? I'm all right, thank you. Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up at the station if that's what... She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face. Something changes in her expression. No, this is something much worse. Is he in hospital? How bad is it? It's like ripping off a bandage. Let's listen to Pain Threshold here. Let's listen to Pain Threshold. No beating it. No namby-pamby beating about the bush. Let's just blurt it out and get it done. That's the easiest way to do it. Least painful. Straight away. Without stalling. 28%. Holy hell. You live here with the... blurt it out. I don't want to. Empathy. I don't want to. But we have to. Wait, what? There's been enough pain. But we have to. I don't want to do this. This is a moment where she's still stood there looking at us for an answer, where that internal monologue. Are you alright, officer? I don't want to do it. You've got to do it. I don't want to do it. Force yourself. Slap yourself. Come on. Jimmy. Say it. Say what? She looks frightened. Oh my God. I'm slapping herself down in front of her. Officer? Lieutenant warns you. I'm all right here. This bit of the Goris is... Oh, this bloody Goris is brewing strong, isn't it? Too late. You've ruined it. Just say it now. Your husband's dead. Excuse me? What? She please. What did you say? She's in pain. She's in so much pain, and so are you. Your chest is burning. Okay, it seems Costello's not very good at delivering bad news, I say. Well, this went as bad as it could have done. The lieutenant steps in. We're very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Mejon, was found dead this morning from the Martinez boardwalk. Oh. She touches her neck, her eyes pale like pearls in seawater. Oh, she says again. But he was just... She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray. He was just here. Alive. I understand that this comes as a huge shock, madam. I want you to know that me and my partner, he points at you, are here for you if you have any questions. We are very sorry for your loss, ma'am. Well, what happened to him? Tell me. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin, she'll laugh, is shaking. He fell and smashed his head against the bench. And you just found him there? Lying in the cold? She shakes her head. How long had he been there? Yes, it's hard to say. Very difficult to say. Yeah, we can. She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears as she struggles to keep it together. You hear the clock ticking in the children's room. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you? No, she breathes in. I just need to tell my girls. The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly. It burns like acid. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home? Yes, yeah. All right, I'll call them. She breathes in again, trying to steady herself. She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she'll have to go to the bathroom and scream. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him? The morgue. The morgue, yeah. In the morgue. And who should I contact? He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. She hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information. Okay. This handy pamphlet. Give out a lot of these, do you, Kitsraggy? A lot of deaths. Is there anything else the RCM could do for you? No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit... she rubs her face, blotchy and numb. Right, that's it then. Yeah. Again, if there's anything we could do for you, then don't hesitate to call the RCM man. She just nods, distant and inconsolable. The bed springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream. I'll take it from here. Thank you. She points at the front door, breathing fast now, holding herself back. Lieutenant nods at the woman, then looks back at you, his voice lowered. We should step outside and talk. Uh-oh. Step outside and talk. Oh dear, why do I feel like I'm being taken to the headmaster's office? We set the library car down by her on the bed and leave the room to be absolutely scalded. But I'm the same rank as you, so up yours. I'm in fact, I'm a freighter. I'm one of them higher rankers. I turned down a promotion, so I'm better than you. Don't tell me, Kitsraggy. Otherwise, this is where we fall out. Maybe having the drink before doing this wasn't a good idea.
So, the death notification.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment. What about it? No, he's avoiding your gaze. This is the time to say how sorry you are about how things went. Truth be told, Kitsraggy, you know, I am a consummate professional and self-reflection is one of my forte. I think it didn't quite go as toward... Well, no, it didn't. Look, I fucked up, alright? I fucked up! I don't know what came over me. Just move on and forget about it and it's done, alright? It's done. I'll think about it a bit later. Got murders to solve. It's alright. Don't worry about it. His eyes wander over the streets. Oh, good. Yeah, good. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. We are shocked that he's not saying more, but we're not going to harp on this fact. No, that's fine. We've admitted it. We fucked up. You know we did. We'll move on. Back to business. And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen. Okay? Now let's go. Not the worst. I'd hate to see worse than that, to be honest with you. I really would. An officer slapping himself in the face whilst talking to himself and then blurting out your husband's dead. Just like that. I can't think of any worse than that, really? Okay. That's wonderful. That's one for the debrief on the balcony, maybe. I really have, he thinks. She was strong. She made it easy for us. Yes, I did. I did, of course. Never good. You look south over the crumbling balustrade. There, 1.2 kilometres away, a piece of broken stone cuts into the sky. A tomb. On it, a mural that used to say, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away." You cannot really see the Feld building from here, but somehow you feel like you should return to it. Right, that's done. Sooner. Ah, yes, nightclub. One way to distance yourself and get back onto the an even keel after the melodramas of the death notification is to prise open a fridge with a big, heavy, kick-ass pry bar. Indeed. Yeah. play with some big toys. That's a way to get over the stresses and strains of screwing up a death notification. Yeah. Let's go and do that, shall we? Kitsuragi, come. I've got safes to prise open. Good old Costello. We can add that to the list of things he's done. We were just talking recently about him crashing cars and threatening to shoot people or himself and waving his gun around and what else. Yeah. That's another catastrophe to add to the ever-growing list. Just how many more catastrophes will there be before his murder investigation is complete? Will he make it out of here with his reputation intact? Alive? Who knows? But it's looking bad. And we're running out of alcohol as well. And we've got no cigarettes. I think, actually, given the stress and the strains of what's just happened, we might go to the local shop and buy some more of those cigarettes, yeah. I think we will. Okay, let's pry this bad boy open. Crack open the lid. Oops, sorry about that. Crack open the lid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She did. She did. She did take... Oh, hang on. Bloody hellfire. I've got to put it in my hand. Do I have to do everything around here? Costello, get a grip, man. Oh my god, look how big it is. Almost as big as him. Here we go. Okay. Crack open the lid. 97%. Watch us roll a double one. Lock us out of this quest. Right. Nope. 6 and 3. Good stuff. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Cavalsund multi-tool. Until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side. Of course we can. Yeah. 100%. Like me 90% when I was sure about it that it was Ruby in the church. 100%. Yeah, definitely. But hey. Cigarette. Place to sleep. No ice cream. A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes, says Kitsuragi. Someone's stomach grumbles. The room feels very cold. Yeah, ice cream would be good. Yeah, ice cream. Oh well, let's take the filament memory then instead. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bed and careful not to damage it. We shall take it back to Miss Lucan-Killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures. Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs. Yes, and we don't know the password, unless the password is the same password as the other place. Are we that bothered what's on it? Nah. It can't be anything that good. It's about bloody geek gaming stuff. We're not geek gamers. All that technological talk. Load of rubbish. But we're a police officer. We're nosy. Curious, you might call it. Nosy. Okay, here we go. If we fail the login attempt, she'll know about it because it will be reported, won't it? Where are we? I can't see. Hello? I can't see. Kitsuragi. You have a torch, officer. I know we do. I'm just saying I can't see. You always have to bloody... You always have to bloody... You always chirp up, don't you? I'm just making an observation, Kitsuragi. That's all I'm doing. Insert the off-site copy. Press play. Yvonne! Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Yvonne. It's me again. I might have a password for the off-site copy. I think. Maybe. Afterlife. Death. Please work. Please work. No, that's not it. Oh, I knew it wouldn't be it, but we couldn't help ourselves. What does she mean that's not it? What's the bloody password then? Fine, I obviously don't know the password. I will register this login attempt. Okay. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you. Leave. Remove the offsite copy and leave. Oh dear. That probably won't go down so well with Miss Stroppy Pants in the church, I don't think. Somehow. Oh well. I'm a police officer. It's my job to investigate things. Right, what is this? Never mind. Right then, so back to the church. So, she's going to have to let us keep the super crowbar, because if she wants it back, she'll have to take it from us. And, well, taking a super crowbar from somebody in possession of a super crowbar, well, would obviously be quite the challenge if I was to swing said super crowbar anywhere near her, you know. Get back! Get back! What do you think you're doing? You're not having it. Do you imagine if flipping it straight his face? Just give her the crowbar. But I want it! And if he was to say that, we'd probably cave in. Ever the voice of reason. We sometimes forget we're a police officer, you know. It's easily done. Oh, you can put your flashlight away now if you want, officer. It's light outside. Oh, fine, Kitsaragi, fine. Get off me bloody case, will you? Always chirping. Oh, my God. Right, change music, please. Change to that lovely menu music, if you wouldn't mind. Beautiful. Okay, so we're kind of after we've done this. I don't think this is to do with the main quest. So we're kind of in a dead end, aren't we? Really, we're going to have to continue searching the coast. We're going to have to go further afield. Oh, we forgot to check in to see the cryptozoologist's wife. The quest is already finished, so it's not urgent. But I would like to have said that we've done it, you know. Alright, where are we? I wonder if they've picked up that mad woman. The pigs. I wonder if they've picked her up and taken her somewhere safe. Probably not. She's probably just stood there like, drooling on herself. That's probably not appropriate. But hey ho, what can you say? Costello's mouth runs away with him. Right, we're still under... Oh, we forgot to buy cigarettes! Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I'm in the house of God. Oh, sorry, I'm in the house of whatever she was. What is she again? An innocence. She's not going to be happy, is she?
Yes, what is it?
About the off-site copy you asked me to bring. Yes? Brought you the filament. Should leave it at that. Thanks. She takes the filament, inspecting the metallic tape on the side. Looks like it's the one. Dolores Day. What's going to happen now? Now I'm going to point it out to see what's left of it. She's already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door. Wait, no, that's dangerous. She shouldn't do it. Wait! She starts laughing but stops almost immediately, her voice oddly humorless. No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Would you pipe down, Inland Empire? You're getting me into bloody trouble again. How do you know it's not dangerous? I have a theory, she says as the filament clicks into place. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch, she says, and presses print. What an intricate display of failure. The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming darkness. Not a single line of data stands out. Cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell. Something's wrong with that memory, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, love, I've got a strange feeling about this. She doesn't even reply. Her hand's running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters. Maybe we're just drunk, I don't know, but something's something's got us here. Something's got us going. Here. Suddenly, she says, raising her ink-stained fingertip. I found it. Where? Hold on. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. I still don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you should be doing this. Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost... She clocks up her typing speed. The lieutenant leans closer to whisper, I've never witnessed a program at work before. Done! Suna jumps up from the keyboard like a spring. I've got it! I've found the location of the anomaly! There's joy in her voice as she pumps her fist into the air. Really? So where is it? Where is it? Where is this 2mm hole in the world? There! She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch. In the swallow. Think you can help me again? Well, we've come this far. Go on then. I need you to go move those water balls for me. I need to double check my calculations. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left. People remember this, please. And the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick. I've completely forgotten already. I hope you remember that, people. Right, move the bowls. Move the water bowls to the right position. Oh, it's not going to tell me, is it? Third bowl. What third? Third bowl from where? From what perspective? What's the first bowl? Third from where? Oh, flipping hell. Is that the first bowl? Is that the first bowl? Is this the first bowl? Is that the third bowl? Does it give any indication as to the location of the first bowl? Right, I'm going to say that's the first bowl here. It's probably not, but we're going to get first bowl, second bowl, third bowl. Right. Oh, it's giving us the answer. Oh, we should have had to do it and screw it up several times. Third bowl, 2 centimeters left. And the fourth bowl... 5 centimeters to the right. Oh, you spilled some. Gives us a thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back. Or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. Yeah, we should walk. Walk. Walk, please. Right, my dear, I've done what you have requested.
Yes, what is it?
I've moved the bowls. What's next? Great, everything should be aligned now. She stops biting into her chapped lip. Miss Know-It-All is hesitating. Come on! What's wrong now? Yeah, she snaps out of the lull. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we've got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Wait, why did you have headphones on mute in the first place? Honestly, she's avoiding your gaze. Honestly, I'm a little scared. Where's my headphones? I don't want to be deafened. It's going to be just silence, isn't it? Silence? Nothing else? I don't know. She stares at the heart of the computer. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin. What if silence is only what surrounds it, but this swallow itself is... She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What? I don't know, I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart. Caution. I think we should exercise caution. I was not feeling good about this in the first place. I think caution is the best route here. Maybe. She rubs her face. Maybe I'm just tired. But do you know what? We've come this far. We're kind of intrigued. Just take it cautiously, but, you know, we're still going to have to take a look. Yeah. She breathes in. You're right, let's do it. She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard. Where's my head? I've got my hat. Put my hat over my ears. It's fine. This hat is streamlined and soundproof as well. Marvellous. It's a multi-purpose hat, is this? Looks like it takes a step back. And then... nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing but silence. Just stand there, saying nothing. She doesn't talk, her eyes closed, brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone. Well? Damn it. She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Well? We're still here. World is still standing. I'd call that a success. Yeah, she says, disappointed. Nothing happened. Let's move on. Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place. Well, did you find the swallow? No. She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead. No, my hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this... She raises her head, staring at all the machines that led to the church, cables coiling up on the floor like pests. This is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That is all it is. You can try on the headphones, see if you can hear anything, but don't get your hopes up. Nah, there's more to this. More to this. This is a perception check. We put a point into it, right? Should we get our perception clothes on? Oh, 3%! Are you having a laugh? Flipping 3%. Right. Perception close. Perception point. How desperate are we to hear this sound? Right, anything taking away from perception. Something is taking away from perception. What? What? Like rice, yeah. What fresh? Oh, the fish. Yeah, we're frozen, yeah. Yeah. Perception boots. That'll do. Ooh. Okay, so we've gained essentially there 2 perception points from removing the hat and putting on the rather ridiculous boots. I do kind of go a little bit with the attire. And try again.
What is it?
17%. It's the best we're going to get, isn't it? That's a failure then. Damaged morale. All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the night spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man. But there's something else. There has to be. Something big, something unexpected, something new, yet to be discovered. Ghosts, speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say? Well? Did you hear anything? Something's there, but I can't make it out. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything there. Her voice is bitter. There's something there! There's obviously something there! Flipping hell. Damn perception. Lieutenant looks down at the floor as if to say, you're wasting your time here. No, we're not wasting your time. There's something bloody here! We're never gonna... We're far too low perception. Bugger. Go talk to Andre. Maybe the speed freaks can help with it. Maybe they can. Right, let me just get changed. Let me get flipping changed. Put my new red shoes on. Put my hat back on. Oh, right. Never mind. Damn it. Okay, so apparently the speed freaks might be able to help us. I don't see how, but let's see what they have to say. I'm telling you, this quest, I don't know what we're going to get out of it, but it's taken up some of our bloody time, and we're still hoping that maybe somehow, by some miracle, it's going to lead us to the answers.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
There's a hitch in the research, unfortunately. I'm hoping that maybe you, with your technological know-how, might be able to help out. Kind of a hitch. Well, she's trying to catch an anomaly using a special microphone setup, but she can't hear the audio coming through her headphones. An audio shortfall, you say? Is that what I said? The other speed freak points his thumb toward the speaker in the back. Guess what? We've got speakers with massive low end. There's a good chance it can do it. I think we have found a solution. We've got some serious range on this baby. It'll blast their shoes off, believe me. Right, good. I'll report that back. Are we reporting that back? Are we reporting that back? We must be. Or are we going to? Do we need to speak to the guy with the speakers? Not a clue. But seeing as we're here, we'll just try that very quickly. I don't want to backtrack again.
Huh, I see you're here again.
Okay. Back to the church. Back to the church. Get me to the church on time. Come on. So anyway, when this nightclub is set up, if it is need to be a nightclub, because we're still not sure right now, we will want VIP tickets, man. Lots of booze, lots of disco. Because we have single-handedly got this place up. Well, if it does get up and running, we will single-handedly be responsible for getting all this sorted and clearing the way. Forget the work they've done into the lights and the music and the DJ and getting the people there with the flyers and stuff. No, forget all of that. Me, I want VIP tickets.
Yes, what is it?
Right. Huh? I can try it again because my perception is now lower. Well, I'm going to try it again with low perception. 6. Here we go. No. Right. So how do we... What about the speakers? But I can't see how we would check. We would be able to just check again, because we haven't increased our perception, and the white checks would only become available, Glenn, once you've increased your perception. So I am only assuming it's because we took off the clothes that the check became available again. Maybe not. I don't know. Strange. flipping out. It's not clear as to what I'm supposed to do here. They've talked about speakers. Talking to the freaks about the speakers gave the checker +1. Oh, flipping hell. Oh, so we've got a boost from the speakers. Right.
Huh, I see you're here again.
Okay, so we're still no closer to the answers.
Again. So, how are things going?
So he says we should speak to Suna about the speakers, but the speakers gave us the check. So I'm assuming that the speaker situation is done. We've got the speakers boost. We've wasted it because we didn't have the right clothes on. I didn't realise that was the reason why it was boosted. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put my clothes on. So I think we're done. I think we're locked out of this quest now. I think we have to pass that check to progress this quest. I can't see any other way. I don't like this. I don't like to leave quests.
Yes, what is it?
Right, I'm just going to speed through this. No. Yeah, we're locked out of this until we raise our perception. We could put our spare point into perception that we've got to raise it, then put our clothes on. We'd probably be close to about 40% then. Is it worth it? I think it is. We've spent the entire session trying to get this done. We've jumped through many hoops this session. This entire session has been about this one quest, barring a sideshow of a death warning. Walking away from it without an answer is going to be painful. So, no, I'm going to put my point into perception. Oh, speed. Ah. Talk to me. Keep talking to me, people. This check has to happen. I won't reload it, though. I won't scum it. We're going to get as high as we can and try it. And if it fails, it flipping fails. But we're going to try it. Give me perception, man. 2 points. Yeah. Give me perception. Give me perception. Take off my flipping hat. Put on my boots. Okay, so we have perception +1 from clothing now. Kitsuragi, I urge you to look the other way. This is not pleasant. +1 to motorix checks. We're using a lot of pills today. Okay. I think our perception is as high as it is going to be. I am saving it. I don't know. I'm only saving it because I want to see what happens in this quest, one way or another. So I might have to reload it off camera. But we are going to live with our failure. So, right. So our perception now should be 6. So with all those checks and everything else that we've done, this is it. This is it.
Yes, what is it?
Right, love, 58%. Pass me those headphones. I'm feeling in the zone right now. Woohoo! I'm feeling in the zone. Oh, I hate dice rolls. This is taking me back to D&D days. Bloody dice rolls, whenever you want them for something really vital, you never get it. When you couldn't care less what the dice roll means, 6. Oh, marvellous. Just when I didn't flipping want it. Oh, that is so frustrating. So bad. So bad. We'll never know. Well, I will know because I'm going to do it. I'm going to either Google it or whatever. I'll know what this noise is about. It's going to be a disappointment, isn't it? It's going to be, well, oh, it's nothing but some flipping static from the church. It's nothing useful. And the kids get to have their nightclub. Whoopee-doo. Whoopee-doo. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I very rarely do it. No, I do it in certain situations when it's a game mechanic thing that's bamboozled me. If I've misunderstood a gate mechanic or something like that. But I know exactly what's happening here. The RNG gods have said no. We must live with the decision. Oh, D&D is awesome. The trouble with D&D, doing it pen and paper, I have played with some friends in the past, is regularity. It always just dies a death. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. We're picking up new perception things now because we are high as kites. Oh, right, come on. Oh, that's so frustrating. Put the drugs away. Put my flipping hat back on. And let's find this stupid Ruby woman. Goodness flipping grief. Right. Oh, yeah. I do at a certain point, like that, for instance, I knew that, well, I did it on purpose because I saved it purposely just in case that my interpretation of the situation was incorrect, which it was. I interpreted I could punch him without consequence, and of course you can't, which, fine. But obviously, with the joys of modern technology, we should really be playing D&D by computer because you can do it from the comfort of your own home, which makes it a lot easier to maintain regularity. The issue is when you go into people's houses, physically going out to somebody's house can be a pain in the ass for some people, especially people with kids, for instance, as well. One of our members has got now 2 kids, and so he struggles to get out, whereas he might still be able to join a session or two, you know. Online. But anyway, at some point I would like to continue with I would like to take part again in a D&D campaign of some sort. We have a white polo shirt. We don't do polo shirts here. We do proper shirts. We like to look smart. Can't wear a tie with a polo shirt. And this tie deserves to be worn. Discarded recently. Smells of fuel. Chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. Ah, some kind of machine. Well, we could do, I suppose, couldn't we? I don't see why not, technically speaking. Backyard wall, cargo containing power of a turn. Nice. So these are all the same checks as before, because it's the same perception skill that we've increased. If we ever increase our perception, though, in the future, through natural means, which we won't do because we're not putting any more points into it, so we could always return, but for now, that is done. Interfacing. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. Interfacing, you say? I'm thinking we might want to do some interfacing jiggery-pokery. Maybe put a tool on? No, not our flipping radio. A tool. We have interfacing gloves, don't we? The gloves of yellow interfacingness. Have we got any other interfacing stuff? Is that music, or is that the sound of the gears? Sounds like bloody music to me. Sounds like a beat's about to drop. Or maybe we're just dreaming about nightclubs that now cannot come into existence because we failed. Nope. Just the gloves and the pry bar. Still 3%. What? I've got interfacing gloves on. I think it's supposed to fail. Jam's shut. How can we get inside? We don't. What do you mean? You're going to have to accept the fact that you can't get into every single door. No. No. We've got into every single door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even if we're new, that's part of our MO. I am not going to accept this. Doors should open before us. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus, they can't get in. He looks at the door with a rueful smile. What is this thing anyway? Military. It's a service depot of some sort. What, servicing what, boats? Probably something that is no longer there. Damn you. Damn you! Nothing but flipping failures this session. Failure upon flipping failure. Okay, so Raggy, I think we're going to have to call it a day soon because I can't take any more failures. I'm telling you, I'm not used to this. I'm a superstar cop. We don't have this issue. We should not be having this problem. I forgot my cigarette, so I can't de-stress. Right, where are we? Oh, hey. Ooh, the boardwalk. Has he been removed? I think it's been removed, bless him. Poor man. Poor drunken man. With his kebab and everything. Righty-ho then. So what have we got? Cigarette butts. Cleaned away under a rock. Tiu Mutiri. Seems important somehow. A campfire from long ago. Rusted broken control box for the radio relay tower. What noise? Scented scarf. +1 to shivers, -2 to physical instrument. Tiny inlets. Right. What is this? It looks crap. Where's all patterns? Where's the garish patterns? Terrible. So we are at the edge of the world. We are at the bitter edge of the world. Yeah, there you go. Right up there. I don't know. There's a way to get here. I think it's going to be story orientated rather than us just rocking up there. But we're kind of at a dead end at the minute. I mean, we have hit a brick wall. We have no signs of Ruby. The only lead we have open to us is this church nonsense. I feel like we're missing a trick or two here. Could go back to the failed mural. Where's the failed mural? Speak to the gods. For a sign. Asking for a sign. Give me a sign. I want a sign. No, nothing at the door. Nothing at the door. Right. I'm gonna just quickly return somewhere. Because I spied with my little eye a hole or an interactable place on the roof of one of the abandoned buildings over there. So I'm just going to try and see if I can figure out what that was all about. What's this? A sewer? There's a slit in the concrete. A sewer? What's in there? Storm drain? Hello? No echo and no answer. Any idea what's down there? No idea. Think Ruby's down there? Maybe. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol's sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building, but not there. I hope not. Damn, I thought we were onto something. Right, how do we get up here? Yeah, there was a hole in this building's roof. I seem to recall there was a hole. Right. Right, try to see inside. We can get into this building. There is too much happening with this building, so we can get in here. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it, and a small layer of white salt from the sea. Maybe we can use our new pry bar to prise a... I don't smash the window. Get inside, man. Come on. Can you see what's inside, Kitsaragi? No? I won't even try, you know? He takes his glasses off. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Can you still shoot, though? Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10. But you couldn't shoot a man's chain, could you? You couldn't shoot a man's chain when it was required. Yeah, look. Right there. There is a hole in the roof. How do we get to this hole? How do we get up here? There is a way in this building. Oh, she's gone. She's been moved, old pigsy. Okay, let's go back to the mural, see if we can maybe have another go at the check. We're clutching at straws now, folks. We're clutching at straws. The Feld Electrical. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? So you're getting all these new perception checks because we've raised our perception, you see. Another power box. Charges nothing now, it's empty. Right, what's this? It's a shivers check. Impossible. Wow, it's a very hard shivers check. Right, here we go. Shivers checks. Let's have a look. We don't have a point left to put into things. But shivers. What am I doing? Get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this. Right, shivers clothing. Shivers. Nothing shivers so far. If we have some more alcohol. Have we still got the alcohol effects? Alcohol increases your red stats, doesn't it? Ooh, patrol cloak. There we go, that'll do. Patrol cloak. Oh, I've put the wrong bloody shoes on. Get them bloody shoes on, what are you doing? Right, out of that. Oh, we've run out of alcohol. Bummer! Gonna have to have another swig of Gorissy, aren't we? +1 to physique, -1 to morale. Oh boy. Did that new scarf have shivers? Scented scarf. Oh, yeah, scented scarf. Sorry, yeah. Bloody hell. No, not that bad, does it? It does, yeah. Looks horrendous. Right. Boom. Boom. Running out of drugs, man. Running out of painkillers. This is bad. We've had a bad session today. Very bad session. Right. Shivers. 10. Shivers 10. Come on, man. If this is another failed check, I'm going to pull my hair out. That'll be quite the task. 72%. Don't do this to me, game. Don't even dare do this to me. I'm warning you now, don't. Suddenly, there's a sigh. Carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it. That's a good sign. Shivers knows what he's talking about. Shivers is like psychic stuff. There's a woman in here, or has been in here. In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels a whisper away. What is happening? She's down there. I think she's down there, Kitsuragi. Below this building. Don't ask me how I know. Just call it intuition. Why? We've looked everywhere else. If we say the wind told us, he's going to think we've really flipped our lids, which we have, to be fair, because the wind did tell us. But we've looked everywhere else, Kitsuragi. All right? We've looked everywhere else. This is the only building that we haven't looked in. Church, people, tents, dead man, radio tower. Just trust me, alright? Stop questioning things and trust me. Sometimes, you've got to trust your instincts. Right, he shrugs. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically. Finally, my time to shine. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb. Enter through the roof. Perhaps you can climb them. We're not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old and I plan to live to see 70. There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails. Oh my god, we're getting so close. I don't fancy... I mean, we're not good physically. We're not good reactionary speed. Finesse, whatever the stat is. The yellow stats. It's going to require a yellow stat, that, isn't it? We're not good at that. We're good at breaking things. We're going to listen to our breaking instincts. Yeah, break. Break things. Like caveman, we break. We break with big tools. We smash, we crunch. We do not climb ladders. Where's my jacket? Where's my flipping jacket? Get me the right jacket on here. Looking good again. Right. Sewer. Hang on. Hang on just a second. Let me survey the situation, Kitsuragi. Let me survey the entire situation. I feel like I'm getting closer. I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm like a can opener. You said it yourself. I'm a persistent fella when the time is right. An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors, serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access? What's in there? Thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe. What else? You can see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Going to get into the failed building through this pipe. Do you think it's Raggy? Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, a grin flickers across his face. It's highly unlikely. It's not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around. And it's right here. A maintenance door. Oh, how convenient. I do all the donkey work. You know, intuition. Yeah, she's here. She's here. Can feel it on the wind. You know, find the pipe. There's a handily placed door here. Oh, is that right, it's a Raggy? Oh, how flipping marvellous. Yeah, you wouldn't have found that door if it weren't for me digging, would you? Don't take the credit now. Big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it. Step aside, Kitsuragi. Step aside. This requires a certain touch to get the job done. 92%. That's even without jiggery poking our clothes to put on physical instrument. We don't need physical instrument clothes. We can kick this door down whilst looking good. Boom! The metal doors are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms, but together with the lieutenant... Oh, he had to help us, didn't he? He had to put his fingers on it, didn't he? Managed to slide them open, just enough to squeeze in. Good work, the lieutenant nods toward the impenetrable darkness inside. Shall we? Yes, we flipping well shall. We're in. The net is closing on you, Ruby. Oh, yes it is. You think you can escape from Costo? I don't bloody think so. Right, we're in and we're exploring. Leave no stone unturned, Kitsuragi. Should take out your flashlight. Yes, this requires flashlight. Indeed it does. It might require a gun as well if we're not careful. It's left-handed, is Costo, you know. An overturned table, covered in mildew. The tension is rising. Ooh, a collapse. A nearly sealed basement. Can we get through that? I didn't want to go in it, I just wanted to look. I've not explored the upper level. Oh, you flippin' fool. Can we go back upstairs? I thought we went down. We've gone up. Right. No, I'm fine. I'm quite fine here. Thank you for now. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? A piece of history. Ooh, quite big area. Goes a bit further up. Thick, dusty panes of glass. These are all computation components. These are computer components. Yep, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system. Okay, old cybernetics. The lieutenant tilts his head, watching the light glimmer on the glass. So it is. I think these used to form a single system slotted into the wall. Yeah, how did they do that and why? The how was a closely guarded secret, something that was locked in safes and human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. So this is all that remains of the failed R&D. He nods. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. Part of the failed playback experiment, maybe? No, these are old filament memories. I hope you are not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed. All you will find here is pain. Okay. Ooh! Intercalaria suit jacket. A suit jacket? What is this? With a rose on it. No. No, thank you. We're not after a flipping dinner and dance. Not after a bloody ball. We're flipping and detecting here. Oh! In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Ooh. Is that me? No, can't be. Kraz-Mazov portrait. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads K. Mazov. Spiderweb in the lower corner of the portrait. Just brush the dust off. Full head of hair. Ample moustache and sideburns. Look a bit silly. No, it doesn't. It looks very similar to us. It doesn't look silly at all. It looks completely full, completely glorious. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder. That sounds ominous. Who is this guy? Asking Kitsuragi. Well, my amnesiac friend, Mazov is the father of scientific communism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. See you later, chum. Right. So my comrades were here. Right, why would someone have a portrait like this? Some radicals were hiding out here but left long ago. Could someone have stopped through here recently? You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history. Piece of history indeed. Right, okay. Well, we have a point. We're not putting it to perception despite my temptation to do so. A revolutionary's hat. +1 to Mazovian socio-economics. We will take it, but we won't be wearing it. It looks ridiculous for a start. A Ushanka. Yeah, this is the same. Wasn't this the same motif that was on that door in the apartments? Sure, I'm sure it was deer antlers there as well. Right, where are we now? Oh, this is definitely opening out to a very large area. Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears more warm than the other. Oh yes, we're getting warmer. We are getting mightily, mightily warmer. Perception. Come to me, perception, come to me. An unnatural buzzing in the air. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Come on, Ruby, I know you're down here. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Come on, Ruby, this is your little ride. I know you're here. Wait a minute. There it is again. Like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell. You feel something, Kitsuragi? Some kind of sensation? No. What do you mean? A tingling, strange kind of pain in your head. Top of your head. I don't feel it, but he looks ahead beyond the arch. We should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. You sure you don't feel anything? No, but you're the sensitive one. A bit sensitive one. Don't say it like that. But he does trust your gut feeling on this. Yeah. Footprints where the right sole was worn smooth. Looks like I suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. What do you mean? Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over. AKA, you will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Oh, are we making our choice right now? Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation in the city will get tense for everyone. Oh, if it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job. Oh no, not the zoologists. This is indicating that we should do other things before perhaps coming here. Either speaking to Joyce about other things or telling Joyce about Everart's plan to take the harbour. Okay, I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground. Try not to worry, he thinks. Okay, let's ask him first, see what he says. So we found out about Everart's plan to take the harbour. Should we tell Joyce about it, do you think? I'll leave that to your job. Of course you will. Do you know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this? It's dangerous, but he can't be sure. Would it yield something useful? Should we discuss other things with Joyce? There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but if you... No! Fine, no time. You know what? We'll live with the consequences. We've done what we can for these people. We've got a murder to solve, and if this whole place goes up in flames, we'll walk out, well, we'll dance out with our snakeskin shoes on, doing a jig. Back to the 41st. What can you do? We solved the murder, but we raised a city. Oh well. All's well in the life of Costo. Okay, I see a cavern ahead. More cellars. I think we still have the element of surprise. I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't been exactly sneaking. Oh, maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning... Oh, hellfire. Right, okay, there's no turning back. So, do you know what? Before we go down there and cause a riot to break out, I am going to just pop upstairs. There was an upstairs part to this. There could be goodies there. I don't know if we're going to get punted into a storyline arc that we get sort of railroaded into. So I think we should go up here first. Ruby's down there, so up here is something else. Maybe just loot and plunder, maybe. Who knows? So we'll take a quick gander. Ooh, a postcard. Oh, there's another floor to go further up. Glass covered with grime and dust. Okay. Ooh, up 2 flights. I think this might be to the roof. Possibly. Yeah. This was the alternative way into the building. Had we gone? Well, it can't be the alternative way in. How to get to the roof? Oh, the ladder. Aha, ladder's here. Yeah, alternative way in. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We're all good here. We're all good. All good. Back down to the cavern. Yep. We've done all we can for Joyce and Everard. We're sick of being played as a puppet. So do you know what? Whatever happens here, we're just going to watch it. We're just going to watch it unfold. We've got a job to do, and this woman could be the murderer. That's all we're concerned about. Your little Hardy boys, your little Everard Clares, your little Joyce, ship woman. Not our concern. Not our concern. If we used a ladder, we would have been alone. Good point. Possibly would have. Yeah, possibly. Tackling this alone might not have been quite so pleasant. Right, we've got up there, and we've got this way. I don't like giving split paths here. It feels strange. Concrete pipe buried in dust. Some money. Some more money. A polar anorak. Ooh, should we get dressed up for the occasion? Where's my clothes? How does this look? You know what? I quite like that. Composure and shivers. Esprit de corps and visual calculus. Yes, you know what? I like it. Covers up our tie though, kind of, which is a bit disappointing. What's this give us? Swap warfare minus electrochemistry. Reaction speed. I mean, these shoes don't go with it, unfortunately. Winter Adventurer. Winter Adventurer. Scarf. Can't see it. Because we can't see it, it doesn't matter, does it? Pain threshold. Nice winter scarf. Winter jacket. Winter hat. Boots and jeans. I think I quite like this look. I think I quite like it. It screams, I am not a police officer. Yeah. We're going with this look. I like it. Kids Raggy, what do you think? Probably stood there shaking his head. Perplexed. Bamboozled. I know, I come up with some right pearlers, don't I? That's why you love me. Right, come on. We've got a suspect to apprehend, and she won't expect a polar bear. Hey! Suddenly, your entire body is paralysed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull, a strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. Oh, we should have put that communist hat on. That would have completed the look perfectly, wouldn't it? That big bloody babushka hat thing. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
She's going to pay for this.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
What's going on? What's happening?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the Ulan free. Logic is not the time for logics. This is the time for flipping, screaming, be paid. Yeah, good old fat Angus. The Ulan frequency. I know what you're doing here. I saw your equations.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. Well, I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Strange noises. Strange noises. You should probably check on Kim. Kim, You alright, Kim? Right behind you, officer.
Right behind you, officer.
He's still alive, he's still alive. Don't worry, we put our pain threshold boots on, we're fine. The boots will see us through. The torment Lieutenant Kitsuragi is experiencing is worse than your own, but he is slowly beginning to recover.
The pale latitude compressors used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you could force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in pale. People lose their minds in just a few years.
What the hell is she flipping rambling on about here? Just cut to the bloody chase, will you?
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you might be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local
Who
radio
gives a
traffic.
flipping crap what we're bloody hearing here? This is obviously not very comfortable. I don't give a flying cahoot about the frequencies and the numbers. Just do to us what you're going to do to us. You're going to flipping kill us. Let's just get it over with. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose. Oh, god damn it. Keep her flipping talking. It says up there, have you experienced this yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Seemed like the ethical thing to do.
Oh, good to see you're
I can't
ethical.
say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Oh, you can imagine, can you? Oh, but very good, very good. How are we supposed to keep it up? Flipping hell in bloody suggestion. What a stupid suggestion. How long have you had this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah, way beyond.
What is this goddamn pale anyway?
Pale? It's the end of the world.
Right, well, let's cut to the chase. The murdered man, yeah?
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Oh yeah, hook, line and sinker. You've got us, love. You've got us. I'll give you that. Well, I still like this forever.
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end.
Oh, good.
It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like walking out of a very confusing dream.
Alright, but you're not going to do that at the moment, though, are you? 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9, 7. Turn it down, please. Just turn it down a bit.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Oh, you damn bitch. 2, 3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1. If you're looking for a deal on mattresses. Oh, Rosalind. Oh, Rosalind.
Damn this.
God damn it.
She regards you with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Okay, but that's the more conventional method for threatening people. Yeah, gun. I can live with that. The pain lessens. The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Oh, we've come all this way and she's not the murderer. She's just got a different gun. Let's not go down there. Come on. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Destroy the machine! Destroy the machine! I got my pain threshold kicking boots on here. Machine kicking boots. Kick that son of a bitch down. Don't worry, Kitsuragi. I've got this under control. Oh. And she's not going to challenge it. She's not going to challenge this at all. She can see me walking very slowly towards it, but she just stood there. Don't worry. She can't see me. I'm camouflaged. Boo! Boo! How you like that, love? Didn't see that coming, did you? That's at a snail pace. You did it! The compressor line's broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but... You're under arrest! She looks at the machine assessing the damage. Her hand trembles. Oh my god, that's hilarious. She's in shock. What a man. Ah, fuck it. She puts the barrel of the gun into her mouth. Ah! You're gonna kill herself! No, I haven't come this far for this to happen. What are you do? We can't. That's good enough. What are you doing? Problem solving. Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are... Oh, yes? It is. We've got to try it. We've got to try it. Rhetoric, holy you should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. Remember? Toting your gun in the whirling rags and threatening to kill yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Why am I standing here like an idiot? Because you've misread the situation from the beginning and now her finger squeezes the trigger. Just one idea? Just give me one idea. Quick, anything. Quick thinking. Ah! A smirk crosses her face as she watches you stand there mute. Then she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger. I think today has been a bad day in the office, Kitsuragi. Yeah. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair. Oh God! Fuck! Even Kisaragi's just resorted to language. The lieutenant stands motionless, watching the blood pool in the sand. Oh my God. Okay. Just, I've straightened my tie, but I can't reach it under all these furs. What do we do now? She was our only suspect and lead. We clean up. He looks around. It may take days for processing to pick her up, but we need to move it somewhere. How about a fridge in the shape of a bear? No. That tent there. Ah, okay. Well, she's dead. We're alive. There's worse things to happen in the world. I don't think the Hardy Boys would be happy with this news. Let's just have a look at the situation. Pepperbox pistol. Right. We can't inspect her, so we'll inspect the tent then, shall we? Compact, no nonsense design, more durable and precise. Yeah, good at blowing people's heads off. To be fair, I mean, it's not. You don't want to be too graphic, but her face is relatively well intact for somebody who's just put a gun through it, it to her mouth and pressed the trigger. Her head should be split apart. Maybe a bit too graphic. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. Very civilized. Druamine. +3 to health. Some drugs. We like drugs. Oh, no, we need morale drugs. We don't need bloody physical health drugs. What's this? There is no way out. Ah, 8 real. Yeah, that's going to buy us loads of cigarettes. We're going to need a few after this day. We're going to be smoking, chain smoking after this day, which has been nothing but a car crash. Everything that has possibly gone wrong today has gone wrong. I can't remember something that's gone right. Has anything gone right today? The church went wrong. The death warning went wrong. This has gone catastrophically wrong. No. Nothing we've attempted today has gone right. Hey-ho. Sometimes that's the way of the world. The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out. Inside there's a rolled up sleeping bag and personal belongings. We should put her in the sleeping bag so the rats don't get to her. Yeah, ever the thinker, Kitsuragi, ever the thinker, yeah. Oh, by the way, I've got something to do after this. There you go. I mean, the rats can still eat her fingers, to be fair, but Lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines. Magazines. You should look through them. Yeah, we should. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines. See anything? Just looking. Regan Monthly, Journal of Material Science, War Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook. A journal. She watches by, motionless. We should read this immediately, like right now. Alright, Kitsuragi, keep me flipping hair on, but before I do read it right now, which we will do to finish the session off, I need to just change my look a little bit, because this hat, as sleek as it might be, is not quite in fitting with the look. This is obviously a much more suitable winter hat. Look at that. Winter Costo. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a bit revolutionary, but hey ho, I'm wearing it for its colour coordination and its practicality. That hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Yeah, it's a new Shanker, and it looks good on me, I'm sure. Krasmazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist. See you later, Nagisa. Right, we are gonna finish off the session by reading the notes. Hopefully they won't be too lengthy. But I can't leave the session without reading it. Right. Examine the cover. It's made of full grain leather. Schneller. Let's unwind the strap. It falls open. Study the handwriting. The large cursive is someone who writes quickly and confidently. Flip through the pages. We are out of drugs and we have one morale left. Any more morale failures and we are dead. I think we should put this journal away and go buy some drugs from the shop. Urgently. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams and personal reflections, all dated. We could learn lots from this. Yes, we could, Kitsuragi. We could. But I'm feeling a bit peaky. I'm in shock. The woman just shot herself in front of me. I need some cigarettes and I need some pills. I've got a headache. So before I read this, I'm off shopping. I think. Yeah. Kitsuragi, I know you're itching to find out, but I need help. I need help. I need help. I need cigarettes. I need some paracetamols or something. So yeah, we're gonna go to the shops. All right, just trust me on this one. We're off shopping. Right, so we can't read this book here because we're critically low on morale, and if we're gonna find opening it just almost killed us. So reading it will tip us over the edge. So we're gonna have to go get some drugs, potassium or whatever the flipping drugs are, and we're going to get some cigarettes. Yeah. And that'll be the next session. And we'll see what lies within the journal and where it takes us next. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me this evening. And yes, I look forward to pressing on with some more of this in due course. Right, the next stream is going to be on Friday. Yeah, Friday. It's going to be Yes, Your Grace. But might be the final stream. And then on Saturday, I'll keep you posted. I might just have to do a little sneaky double stream day. I'll see how I feel. But we'll see. Enjoy your weeks, my friends. Enjoy your weeks very much. And I'll be coming to you with some CK2 very shortly in the next couple of days. So, yes. Until next time. I'm going to bring the curtains down on what has been a catastrophic day for Costo. Good night.